Hey everyone, we are building towards the Scorpio full moon happening on May 7th. And I also wanted to talk to you today about the 3 retrogrades that are going to happen starting on May 11th. And Venus is involved, and she's so personal to all of us that it's definitely worth discussing here with you today. So what I'd like to do right now is share my screen with you and pull up the Scorpio full moon chart. And here we are at the Scorpio full moon. Yay! So the Sun and Mercury are coupled together in Taurus. And Taurus is about what you love and value. Venus rules Taurus. And she is slowing down right now. You can see that she's at 21 degrees, 11 minutes, Gemini. She'll get maybe up to about 22 degrees, and then she's going to start her retrograde back to 5 degrees, Gemini, and then turn direct on June 25th. So this is very significant. And it's an opportunity for us to really evaluate what matters to us now, given what's going on in the world. And for many people, they're not working, or they're working, a small amount. It's really changed us in so many ways. And it is an opportunity to look at what you love and value now and what's important to you now. So a full moon, and here's the moon in Scorpio, a full moon is always an opposition. Oppositions are awarenesses that come to us. It can come right out of the subconscious, the unconscious, and it can come from other people. So with the Sun and Mercury in Taurus, it is an opportunity to look at your personal needs, your personal values, and of course your money. Now, even if the shutting down of the businesses going on right now wasn't even happening, and if we were, full economies open everywhere, this is the time of year where we still absolutely look at our money, because with Taurus ruling the money house here and Scorpio ruling another money house, so they're both money houses in your chart. And so for all of us, the Scorpio full moon is bringing money on the brain for everyone. And it's an opportunity to evaluate our sources of income, as well as with Scorpio. It can reveal hidden sources of income where there could be money that you didn't even know about, which is an opportunity. Scorpio is about diving deep. And so this can be, a very intense period for us with the energy in Taurus and Scorpio, as it is in November when the Sun is in Scorpio and the full moon is in Taurus. We're right back in the money houses again. The 2nd and the 8th are money houses. It's an opportunity to really evaluate our resources, our hidden resources. Now, money is absolutely a very important resource. It's not the only one in abundance. Having energy, having good health, having a good attitude, being able to be flexible, especially with all of the changes that we've had to experience here in 2020. So be open to what the universe is showing you at this time in regards to what matters to you now, what's important to you now. Now, Mars is forming a powerful T-square here to the Sun and Mercury in Taurus and the moon in Scorpio. Now, there is an 8-degree orb with this T-square but it's very powerful. And as the moon moves on, you take it out a couple hours later, and that is getting tighter. That square is getting tighter. And the same with the sun. If you move the sun, days ahead, it'll be a dead on square with Mars. Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. So this is very interesting that Mars is challenging both lights. And when I went ahead and did the May astrology forecast for all 12 signs, he moves into Pisces on the 13th. He's also energizing the Gemini new moon. So he's bringing a lot of energy to this full moon. And he's in very independent Aquarius. Aquarius and Mars is about being uniquely you, being authentic, being who you truly are. And this is an opportunity to evaluate who that is now, as well as what truly matters to you now, what is important to you now. With the opposition to the full moon in Scorpio, we have to consider other people as well. So it's what I need, what I love and value, what other people need, what other people love and value. And how can we meet in the middle? How can we compromise so that we're creating the win-win and not a power struggle where someone wins and someone loses? And that is where we want to avoid win or lose type of situations. And the way out of this challenging Mars T-square to the sun and Mercury and moon in Scorpio is through Neptune. Neptune is in harmony with, he's trining the full moon, positive energy flow, and he's sextile the sun and Mercury, opportunity. This is a very good thing that Neptune is so strong right now. He's in his own sign, Pisces, and he's direct. It's an opportunity to have compassion for yourself as well as others. We're all doing the best we can with what we have. And yes, we can really feel like, I am so over this and I want everything to go back to businesses open and everybody working, and wanting that for others, and maybe not feeling so patient. With Neptune, it's an opportunity to create patience and escape into nature. Use nature as an opportunity for us to feel good now. And nature is so healing and nourishing and nurturing. So using the power of Neptune to be creative, it's another great source of energy for your creative self-expression, as well as spirituality. And that is really strong now in our lives, especially here in May, because of the retrograde energy. The journey is within. The journey is about connecting to your inner being, your soul self, your higher self, your holy Christ self. I am presence. So this is an opportunity to seek refuge in nature, seek refuge in creative projects, anything that you can do that's creative for you and you can channel your energy into can be very helpful at this time. And you can see that the North Node is getting ready to move out of Cancer and into Gemini. And that will happen next month too. So there's a lot happening, and it is an opportunity to really tune into what you personally need in your life now and what others need at this time, what other people need. whether it's in your personal life, your relationships, your colleagues, your customers, your clients. What do other people need from you right now? So I wanted to talk to you about the retrogrades. The first one that's going to retrograde is Saturn. And he's going to retrograde May 11th through September 28th. Now, that's a very long retrograde. And I have found through experience that you can still be successful with Saturn retrograde. It's not necessarily the best time to change careers or change what you're doing. However, even with Saturn retrograde, there's an opportunity to be successful in whatever you're doing. So it's okay to launch projects or something new, I think personally, even with Saturn in reverse. Because a planet retrograding that long, almost 5 months, that's too long to wait for something. So he does rule our reality and how we construct the universe. But he is the one who helps you get what you want. He builds the bridge or the road to your goals, to your purpose. Yes, he shows us where we're coming up short. He shows us where we need to change. He shows us what we're missing or what we're doing wrong. But when you stay with it and you work towards that goal, or you work towards that new business, or growing your business, or getting a promotion, or whatever your life purpose is, he's the one that gets you there. And when you build with Saturn, it lasts a lifetime. When you build with Saturn, it lasts. And that's what's so exciting. Now, Venus, who is so personal to us, is going to retrograde 2 days later on May 13th through June 25th. This is very significant. Venus rules what we love and value. She rules the things we like, even the flavors of things or the colors. So she's very important when she takes her turn to reverse. And she's in a very social sign, Gemini. So this might be helpful in that we can still be social with others and hang out with others online or carefully in person, wherever you are. But it is a time to step back and evaluate your relationships. Now, I see all of life as relationship. You have a relationship to yourself. You have a relationship to Creator. You have a relationship to your health, to your money. You have a relationship to your work. You have a relationship to your family. You have a relationship to other people. When Venus takes her turn to pull back like this, it's an opportunity to reconsider all of your relationships and their value and worth to you now. So it's an opportunity to look at, hey, is this relationship more trouble than it's worth? What am I really getting out of this relationship? And that relationship can be to your work. It can be to a project. It can be to a hobby. It's an opportunity to review your needs in your relationships as well as with yourself personally. What do you need at this time in your life here in May and June as we step back and reflect and review? Now, it's an excellent time to do research work. It's an excellent time to go back over, say, something you didn't finish from the past. If there's any project or hobby or anything that is creative for you and you didn't finish it and now you're ready to, this is a wonderful time to go back and complete a project, any kind of artistic or creative works. When the planets retrograde like this, so we have Saturn going retrograde, Pluto's already retrograde, Venus is going retrograde, and then Jupiter the next day. And Jupiter will retrograde from May 14th through September 12th. Now that's another long one, which is an opportunity to evaluate our truth, our spirituality, what we believe. I don't think you need to wait on that one for starting a new business, starting a new job, starting a new relationship, because that's a very long time, for a retrograde. So it really comes down to Venus in this triad of retrogrades, because she's so personal to us. And when planets retrograde like this, when they go retrograde right after the Scorpio full moon, 4 days later it starts with Saturn, then Venus, then Jupiter. The planets are at their closest proximity to the Earth, And now when a planet, we have to understand that the planets aren't really retrograding, backing up. They appear to be backing up. But when they always station. So they don't just like, hey, I'm retrograde. Hey, I'm direct. It always starts as a stationary point where it just stops or appears to stop. And then it either moves forward or in reverse. But when the planets are this close to Earth, the energy draws us in. And it's about uncovering our inner strength. So with Jupiter, it's time to claim your power. With Saturn, it's time to claim your authority. With Venus, it's about understanding your personal needs. What do I need now in my life? What is it that I love and value now in my life? What lights me up? Where is my passion? What is exciting for me now in my life? And it's like this cleansing where, we're being given the opportunity to let go of what isn't important to us anymore, what no longer serves us, what really doesn't matter anymore. Maybe it was important 3 months ago, or at the beginning of the year, but now heading into the middle of the year, is it still important to you? Is it still significant to your personal needs, your self-worth, and where you're going, your purpose in life? So for all of us, the universe is giving us this incredible opportunity to evaluate what matters to us now and what is most significant to us at this point in our journey in the next couple of months, and work with the energies. I find, with the energies, especially when we're working with Saturn or Pluto, you can't resist what they're doing because it just makes the struggle harder. You just struggle more. There has to be an element of surrender where we surrender our ego needs for whatever we think we want in the moment and work with the energies. Even though we'd love to have everything open again and everybody back to work and moving forward, we all want that. That's not what the universe is serving up right now. So if we add that element of surrender and just go with the flow, and every day just get up and do the best you can with what you have. Every day, it's that Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements where you show up, you do the best. Now, some days it's going to be better than others. Some days you're going to have more energy. And so your best is going to be better on those days. That's okay too. Remember that it's about having compassion for you. And when you do, then you have compassion for others. Work on the abundance at this time. And abundance isn't just money. It's energy. It is ideas. It is passion. It's good health. It's good friends. So work with your abundance, work with what you have, and more will be added onto you. And the universe will support you. If we are adding value to the lives of others, the universe will support you. The universe will find a way. And everything will be brought back. Anything that was taken at this time that's rightfully ours will be brought back, because that's how the universe works. So take good care of you at this time. Do what makes you laugh. Do what makes you happy. And I'll speak again with you soon.